Alt season could be on the verge of a breakout. That's right, you're hearing this right. I'm not being crazy. Alt season could be on the verge of a breakout, despite the largest hack in crypto history, all of corporate history. And now basically what we're seeing is Ethereum is being squeezed up. We're 4 hours away from a close, from a weekly close on Ethereum right now. And if it closes above this area, that's a pretty significant signal. And why would Ethereum actually be going up when there's a massive hack? And there's $1.5 billion worth of Ethereum out there that the hacker is trying to sell right now. Why would this be bullish? Well, in my last video, I already explained to you guys that this is because the other exchanges are now trying to short squeeze Bybit. The owner of Bybit, I know Ben himself, don't like their behavior of what these other exchanges are doing to Bybit, but I'm just making the comment that a short squeeze is going on. And due to this short squeeze, we're seeing Ethereum actually doing really well against Bitcoin. Let me show you guys what this looks like on the chart. Today, I'm going to take you through all the indicators like total market cap of crypto, of altcoins, total market cap of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance. We're going to see a lot of these indicators today. Let's start with Bitcoin versus Ethereum. First, let's start with Ethereum. So Ethereum, basically, we've had this hack. None of the exchanges want Ethereum to crash, as I told you guys, because Bybit is now essentially short Ethereum by $1.5 billion because Bybit is actually borrowing $1.5 billion of Ethereum from everyone else, which it needs to pay back. It would love to buy it all down here, but other exchanges won't let them do that. So they push the prices up and price up again. And this looks like a short squeeze. I mean, we're literally sitting right on the edge of this breakout here now. Let's have a look at the weekly. In 4 hours, we get the weekly close. And look at this. This is the trend line that supported Ethereum all this bull run. And we broke down 2 weeks ago. That was really bad. And I told everyone, but I think it's going to meander down here and then break up. I was looking for one more dip. Because of the short squeeze situation, it is looking like we're going to close above this red trend line, this blue trend line now. So at 2800 area, that's a significant move back above. So Ethereum versus Bitcoin itself is also in this bull flag, like what we just saw. Ethereum chart itself, basically you could call this a bull flag chart right here. So something like this is going on. And once again, could still get a pullback, but it looks like some of these other exchanges just won't make it life easy for Bybit trying to squeeze it. So we might get a move to something like this. The ultimate support was around this 0.26 area. We've had a panic capitulation down and now sideways bull flag. And then it is possible to actually get a breakout here. If we get a breakout here, ETH starts running against Bitcoin due to a short squeeze on Bybit, due to whatever reason, this thing could start running and this could be a big run. So basically, we are looking at some of the other indicators that could tell us whether alt season is coming or not. Let's have a look at the market cap of all altcoins. Basically, we get the historical view first. This was the old high. This was the all-time high. We've just had a double top rejection. This was kind of the right shoulder from the last bull run. And that's where we hit, rejected from the all-time high. That was the panic bottom about 2 weeks ago when Ethereum hit 2100. And now we're also forming a bull flag. We're right now underneath this 1.26 T area, which is bad. But like we saw with Ethereum, it can actually pop up. Again, it's kind of a bull flag situation, right? We're under the resistance, which is bad. But as soon as we pop up here, because Ethereum can lead us on that move, it looks like the exchanges want to squeeze Bybit. If that does happen, then we could bounce off, go up, bounce off this 1.26 T. It turns from resistance to support, and then boom, up we go. And eventually test something like the 1.4, 1.3, pull back, and then up we go. And then 1.65 T would be the next trillion, would be the next ultimate resistance before we could try for a new all-time high. So that's how an altcoin season would work. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. This is on the weekly. What do you notice about this chart? When Ethereum dropped to 2100 2 weeks ago, we've had this panic spike in Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin was so strong, but it left a long tail. So that looks like a topping tail. It would be a stronger topping tail if we could close down here, but it was still a lot of green. So it's hard to call. But the week after on the weekly, we had a full bearish reversal bar because this entire red bar was more than this entire green bar. So basically, just 2 weeks later, the panic sell between Ethereum and Bitcoin had totally came back to where it started. And now this week, we're about to end here. You notice that basically we had broken this long-term trend line, which is in red, supported this entire Bitcoin bull run from November 2022. That's when Bitcoin was at 15K, and then broke down, flirted went back up. So this area is crucial. Once again, Bitcoin dominance is above this 60% level. It needs to break down this level, and then the next support is 58.35, and then we go down. I mean, this is like every other chart we've looked at so far. You look at Ethereum chart right now, it's under pressure. It needs to close above 2780 for the weekly. You look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, it's under pressure. It's still within trading range, the bull flag. It needs to break up. You look at the total 2 chart, it's still under resistance of that 1.26 trillion area. It needs to step up and break up. Almost all of these charts, except Ethereum right now, look like they're under pressure. They're under resistance right now. But it doesn't mean it can't happen. What the other exchanges are doing to Bybit and to Ben is extraordinary. They play this game of, on the outside, they seem like, oh, we're helping Bybit. But on the inside, hey, who's pushing the price up? Shouldn't the price go down when you have some hacker holding $1.5 billion worth of Ethereum ready to dump? Shouldn't the price be 10-20% lower? But instead, it's squeezing up. It found strength. So like 99%, 100% sure this is exchange manipulation. The crash down to 2100 2 weeks ago, that was manipulation. I showed you guys why that was manipulation. It was so obvious because the long interest was huge and there was no news that day. It was basically just a flash out to take out all the leverage longs. And now they're basically trying to squeeze the shorts, but mainly it's a squeeze against Bybit because Bybit now has $1.5 billion essentially short in Ethereum. And Bybit, it now looks like it's the largest short in the market right now. When does this short squeeze stop? I think Binance, CZ, Starshoe from OKX, those other large exchanges, they're watching. Once they see Bybit has bought back, you can see when they buy because it's on their exchange wallet. You can't move like $1.5 billion without it showing up on chain. They can see that within the next 2 or 3 weeks, Bybit's going to have to buy it all back. And they can see when they buy it all back. Once Bybit squares their short, which means once they've bought back 405,000 Ethereums, then there's no point short squeezing them anymore because they've closed out their short, so to speak. Technically speaking, they've already bought enough Ethereum to repay back so then there's no need to squeeze them. So that's when we know when this short squeeze will end. Okay, let's have a look at one more chart, and that's others. Others is basically all of the total altcoins market cap except the largest top 10. So not counting Ethereum, not counting Binance, Doge, the Trump coin, XRP, Solana, not counting those. So with others, we can see on the chart, we've had a pop up to 460, and that was not even all-time high. It was basically where the shoulders were, like the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and it's pulled back. It would be good if it can stop at this 360 area because that was the old high. It didn't even do that. Comes back, but this wick down was actually at least gave us a higher low. So now we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And if this plays out something like this and breaks out, it's not the best looking bull flag, but that's why mid-cap altcoins are not that strong right now. Yeah, you could say it's bouncing off this area, this high and this low. That's acting as support. So we can put that in perhaps. This high, this low is acting as support. Not a great, but at least we're still getting a higher high, higher low. Now, mind you, I'm using logarithm. If we put it on regular chart, that's what it looks like. This move up was okay, but this pullback was too much. So that's why everyone's feeling down. Everyone's feeling my coins are down, my portfolio's down. But like I said, we basically need the other coins to run first. We need Ethereum to run first. We need Bitcoin dominance to drop. We need total altcoins market cap, those things to run up. And then we'll probably get this others chart, which is all the altcoins except the top 10, including a lot of your mid caps to run up. And that's when everyone feels like it's alt season. And it won't be an alt season like we've had in the past where everything runs. There's just too many coins. Pump fund and everything killed it. It'll be a few strong narratives. You need to be very selective. Probably something like AI agents, DeFi AI, real world assets, maybe gaming, maybe something to do with stable coins, a few of those really strong narratives. Okay, thank you for your time, folks. Catch you later.